My friends around the world, it's a great day today because I got my freaking absentee ballot in the freaking mail. I was so worried because I got this freaking Office of Homeland Security or fucking Help the Foreigners Vote Act or something like that, or Help the freaking Expatriates Vote Act or something. This stupid postcard in the mail from some fucking Pentagon Office of the fucking Homeland, I don't know where. And it said, "Oh, you can register to vote even if you're in another country." And I'm like, "Fuck you, man! I already registered to vote." So I was thinking they were gonna, if I sent that postcard in and I called that number, they were probably gonna nullify my vote and freaking give it to freaking one of their two-party duopoly corporatocracy bitches and hoes. Anyway, I'm so glad the SanDiego freaking Registrar of Voters lists the candidates in their order that you should vote for them, which is first Jill Stein. Second, Hillary Rodham. What kind of name is Rodham? That's like something out of freaking Harry Potter or something, like the old wicked godfather of the North or something like that. And then Gloria Estela La Villa from the Peace and Freedom Party. I think they should have put the Gloria above Hillary Rotten Clinton. And then they had Gary and Donald at the bottom. I think it should be Gary first and Donald second, but that's the vote. That's the order that I would vote in. So I'm so glad that Jill Stein's on the top, because I remember when I was at Sauk University of America and they had that actor from Hollywood, the German guy, or what was he, Russian? I'm gonna take back America. No, no, that's a different accent. Anyway, when the governor, I'll be back, ran for governor, I got the ballot in Aliso Viejo. It had freaking like 27 or 37 different people running for governor of California, and I had to like fucking look like way down for the Democratic guy. I don't even remember who the fuck it was, Gray Davis or something like that. Anyway, I voted for that guy because I wasn't going to vote for the Terminator governor, but anyway, he wasn't as bad as I thought he was. He wasn't as bad as Bush. Probably wouldn't be as bad as Hillary Rotten Clinton or the other guy. They're both the same puppets from the same damn system. But anyway, I got it. I'm going to send it off for Jill Stein because she's the only one worth voting for. Because I could write in here. There's a write in here. I could write in my true candidate, which is the one who won the primary but got stolen from the by the DNC, which is my favorite, Field of Burn. I should put Field of Burn there and freaking put his name. But anyway, I'm not going to do that only because he took the Kool-Aid at the fucking DNC convention, and he said, "Oh yeah, vote for this lady." And he had scars on his face, like he beat the shit out of him and stuff. Anyway, if he runs for president after the 4 years, whatever one of these puppet heads gets elected, I just hope they're only for 4 years so I can vote for Bernie Sanders again, because that's the only guy worth voting for in the two-party duopoly. But I hope he doesn't run again as a Democrat. I hope he runs as an independent, like he did when he became a senator. That's why he became a senator, because he ran as an independent. So Jill Stein, that's the girl. I'm voting for her. And I think all of these other ones, I still need to look it up. I mean, federal office, senators. Okay, we got Democrat Kamala Harris, or we got Loretta Sanchez. I think Loretta Sanchez has been in this race fucking long enough, so I'm just going to vote for a new girl. When I first was able to register to vote when I turned 18, I had no idea who to vote for. So I marked all the girls. I thought girls were better than boys back then, until I married anyway, that's a long story. I do now believe that Bernie Sanders is better than Jill Stein, who's way better than Hillary Rotten Clinton. But anyway, I'm voting for Jill Stein. I'm writing that in right now. You can see that. Jill Stein, baby, right there on the top. And then I'm voting for the new Kamala Harris, because they're both Democrats. She was the Attorney General of California. I think we should switch places and let Loretta be the... Anyway, I think Loretta's pretty good, but not anywhere near as good as Bernie Sanders was in the Congress. So, and I love how they don't have like a gender neutral title for these people. They call her Congresswoman, Congressman, and Congresswoman. Can't they call them Congressperson or something like that? Anyway, next one. United States Representative 4th District, Democrat or Republican? Okay, since I can't write in someone here, it's the worst of two evils. I'm going to vote for Democrat. not a Republican. I don't even know who Doug Applegate is, but anyway, he's not a Republican, and he's a Democrat, which is the worst, the lesser of the two evils, in my humble opinion. But I don't know about between Hillary and Donald. You know, it's like, what's worse? I think, what's his name said it right. What's the WikiLeaks guy, founder of WikiLeaks? He said, it's like, what's the difference between gonorrhea and syphilis? I don't really know which one's worse or which one's better. So I don't really know who's the worst of two evils, or who's the evil of two lessers, or lesser of two evils, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, now what we got here? We got member of the state assembly, a Republican and a Republican. Thomas or Rocky? Yeah, I'm not even going to vote for them. I wish there was a write-in candidate. I'd write in fucking Scooby-Doo. Okay, what do we got next? County Board of Educator. Mark Weiland or Rick Shea? Because no matter how much you read on these things, you're always going to get biased point of view on the internet. So I don't want to even study about these two guys. So I'm just going to muscle test. My body says go for Rick. Okay, so I'm going for Rick because you know what? The Board of Education, it's falling apart in most places. So anyway, let it just crash and burn, and then we can create a new phoenix out of the ashes. Okay, Oceanside Unified School District. Man, good thing I live in Oceanside, but I wouldn't want to go to school there. Okay, so we got Blair Daniels, Adriana Hakes. I never heard of that person or that person. Eleanor Juanitas, Eleanor whatever. I never heard of her either. Bessie Johnson Brodson. I don't never heard of her either. And Mike Blessing. Now, if it was back in the olden days, I would vote for a girl, but you know, I've gone to the dark side, and I've seen that patriarchy is just as bad as matriarchy. Or matriarchy is just as bad as patriarchy, being under the authority of my I don't want to say it anyway. You've heard enough about it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is muscle test. It says Eleanor Juanita Evans is the best. So maybe just because she has a Spanish name or something like that, I don't know. But anyway, my muscle test says that's the best one. So this is tuning into the matrix field, into the infinite possibility of what's best for the future, whether it's the school board falling apart and the phoenix rising after the ashes. My muscle testing, I know it. Okay, but it's good to study about these things, but I haven't had time because I've been in this competition, and I'm in 6th place out of 6,000 entries, so just go look to the link at the bottom. Vote for me by commenting on my videos, by following me, because I'm going back to LA, brothers and sisters. I'm going to rock LA. I'm going to be in the finals. The top 5 are going to be performing in LA in March. They're going to select them in November and announce them in December. So just be part of history here, buddies. And that's what's more important in this election, because actually November 2nd is the day of the election. Well, that's the day that the judges start judging on the Guitar Center singer-songwriter competition, which is way more important for the change of this world than this Democrat Republican circus called the conventions and called the debates, which are not even real debates. They're just fucking corporate sponsored fucking fundraisers for stupidity. Okay, so we're gonna get City of Oceanside mayor. I say Cynthia Rico is gonna be the girl. Stock market investor. I think I dated her once. I used to be a banker. I dated no, that's not the Cynthia I dated. Anyway, she didn't put out, but anyway. No, I'm just joking. I've been watching too many sex tapes from that guy formerly known as Drumpf, and I starting to talk like him. I'm just joking though. Don't take anything I say seriously on these videos, because one of my many titles, of my infinite amount of titles, they only fit a certain amount of titles on these freaking pages, so I can't put them all. But one of them is comedian. So if you haven't figured that out yet, go figure it out. Okay. I say Linda Gonzalez is going to be the City of Oceanside member of City Council out of all these Jack Feller and Steve Hasty and Victor Roy, Daniel Dummuchel. What the hell kind of name is that? Esla Sanchez. Now my body says definitely Linda Gonzalez, even though Sanchez and those are 2 Mexicans. We want to get some Mexicans in there. Just mix up the pot a little bit, you know, kind of stir up some trouble. Because, you know, it is Mexico that we live in, California, if you haven't figured it out. It used to be all one fucking country that we stole fucking half of it, and then we cut off the Colorado River to make them fucking impoverished so they can fucking work for our fields, slave labor in our fields. But anyway, I say we just get rid of all borders. Fuck countries. Just open up the United States of the world, and Galactic Federation can play in on that, because I'm actually a super soldier of the Galactic Federation, but I've been in the I've been a sleeping cell, a sleeper cell for many years, but I'm starting to wake up because this little bump on my head is starting to drip in the memory of who I truly be from time without beginning, and it's starting to like wake up in me, and like songs are coming out of my ass and shit. Okay, what are we gonna do? City of Oceanside, city clerk, Zach Beck or write-in? Okay, since there's no other, this one you can actually write in. I'm gonna write in frickin' Bernie Sanders. He doesn't even fucking live there. That one I can write in. Okay, City of Oceanside treasurer. We got two choices. Nadine Scott, Gary Ernest. Oh, a lot of these you can write in over here too. You can't write in for the state. You can write in for the school board. I could have wrote Bernie Sanders on all these just to fuck with them. Scooby-Doo or something. But anyway, I'm just doing the Zach because I know he's gonna win because he's the only one running. Okay. He's the only one who got in all the fucking paperwork on time and frickin' did his homework and shit. Okay, so he must be working for the cabal or something. Okay, City of Oceanside treasurer. Nadine Scott, Gary Ernest. One was the Oceanside City treasurer before, and one was the attorney district treasurer. So they both, know how to fuck with the books. Okay, my brother's an accountant from hell. He used to call himself that. I'm just going to write in... no, Nadine. My body's saying Nadine. That's the one we're going to do for. Okay, what do we got here? Tri-City Healthcare member. What the fuck is Tri-City Healthcare? Okay, Larry W. Schlageblack. Rosemary Reno. Like Janice Reno. Is Janice Reno's sister or something? Cousin? Donna Renschlech. Julia Nygaard. Double A, like Aardvark. Ardgard. The old guard. Okay. Dan Hughes. Margie Catalina. Castellanello. I was like freaking that guy and wrote about Don Juan or something. Anyway, not the same. Frank Gold. I know a Gold. Maybe that's a friend of my friend. Leanne Grass. I've performed all over fucking San Diego. I've performed all over Big Bear, Catalina Island. I've performed all over Orange County. I've performed all over LA. I don't even know one of these fucking people. I mean, what the hell is that? Why didn't they come to my show and fucking buy my CD? If they didn't buy my fucking CD, I'm not fucking voting for them. Okay, but anyway, I'm just going to just muscle test who's going to be the best. Ramona Fanilla. I don't even know how to... She's an incumbent. Oh, she was an incumbent. Should I vote for an incumbent? Yeah, my body says she was a good incumbent. Okay, she was a white hat inside the system of the fucking corporatocracy, healthcare system. Screw your mother, screw your father, give them drugs, just drug them up and fucking send them away to fucking old home. Okay, Prop 51, school bond. Prop 52. These are the ones I'm gonna actually read about. So I'm gonna make a follow up because the props are the most important thing I think in California, especially if there's anything about legalizing marijuana again, even more so than it's already been. Legalizing. I love the names of all the names of them will fool you, so never go by the name of them because they make it like it sounds like it's something good, but it's not really something good. Okay, but this one, Firearm Ammunition Sales Initiative, requires background checks and Department of Justice authorization. So I'm gonna go look at the Pacifica Radios and all the other progressive sites and what they say about these propositions, and we're gonna send this off this week because oh shit, I got a whole nother fucking page. We got lots of propositions. Wow. Okay, that's one thing I like about California, the propositions. As long as they don't, they pay these rich guys pay these people that are starving on the unemployment line. I don't know how many, $7, $7.55 an hour because Bernie Sanders he won the nomination but got kicked out by the fucking DNC that stole it for Mrs. Rotten Clinton. Rodham. Anyway. I'm not going to vote for that girl ever. Not because she's a girl, not because she's a Clinton, but because she's had a track record of absolute destruction and terrible shit. If you look at all of her as a senator and everything else she did, she's a terrorist like both the Democrat and Republican parties are. wars and endless prisonization and endless destruction of the world, pipelines and anything else they can destroy the world with. Okay, so we're gonna go look at these things and make sure we vote. These ones are actually something worth voting for. Getting rid of plastic bags and carry-out bags, and anyway, I'm gonna have to read all these because I take the amendments more serious than I take the people. Because most of the people that run for these offices are just like career criminals. Okay, that's why they're running for office, because they're in bed with the corporations that they used to work for, and they're going to work for after they get out of office, because they're going to make sure that they get them all their favors done while they're in office, so they can go back to we call it amakudari in Japan. They descend from heaven in a parachute into the corporates sponsored who paid for their election and everything like that. Anyway, I'll be back to you next time to tell you who I do on these propositions. And if you got any feeling about the propositions, please write them below, and I'll take into consideration your thoughts and feelings too, if they're worthwhile. All right, peace out. Love you all.